Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's your girl, Christine, in the room with Christine. And I have a special guest today, Michael Angeletti
What's
from
up?
Team
What's up?
USA. Yes. So, Michael, I first met you almost 2 years ago when I first started with Team USA. And you were always so sweet, so kind to me. You just made me feel like I was really welcomed, which I really appreciate it. So, I want to publicly thank you for that.
Oh yeah.
Since then, you decided to move on and do something else. What are you up to these days?
So right now I just had a kid, and he's two
Congratulations.
he's 2 months, and I've been doing real estate, and I'm staying in the gym. I'm still in the gym.
So
I
so do you?
actually,
Yeah,
uh
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I actually just signed too. By the way, I haven't made that public yet. This is my first time saying anything public about
Oh,
it.
are you allowed to talk about it?
I could talk about it, but I was gonna keep it
Okay.
secret until I get a date. But I
Okay.
did just sign soon. I'm supposed to fight November, sometime in November, mid November.
So
If
did
it,
you sign with a management company?
yes.
Are you allowed to say who that is?
I'm gonna keep it on the low right now. Just know we
Okay.
got something cooking up
Okay.
right now. We got some cooking
Okay.
up.
Well, as soon as you know, let me know.
Of course, of course.
And so you have a possible date for November?
Not November. I said November just now.
I think so, yeah.
No, my bad. Not November. December. My bad. I'm
December.
yeah. December.
Okay.
December. Mid
Okay, so
December.
possibly mid-December.
Yep.
That's fabulous. Will it be in Texas? Can you say that?
Um, it's possible.
Okay, that'll be
That's a
good.
possibility.
If it's in Texas, I got to get at
I
that.
know you got to
That's for
come. You got to
sure.
be there.
Absolutely. So you were formerly with Team USA. You decided to do the pro deal.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of kids out there that they dream to be on Team USA, but they don't really know how to get there. Can you tell us a little bit about the steps that you had to take and everything you had to go through?
Okay, I'll tell you about how I got there.
Okay.
So coming up, starting off in your city or locally, wherever you're at, fighting, getting that experience. Once you get the experience locally, and then you and your coach make the decision, and then y'all find out how to get to a national tournament, and then you test what you can do there. Once you get
Hmm.
to the national tournaments, then either you have to win or make it to the finals. So once you make it to the finals, then you have a pretty good chance of being an alternate if you lose in the finals, or if you actually win, then so you make Team USA. Now it's a lot of guys that's going to be in the tournaments,
Yes.
so you have to beat everybody. So
Most definitely. And then going to nationals, are they local? Are they out of state? Like what are they usually?
usually they've been when I was doing it, it was held in Salt Lake City. That's
Hmm.
usually where it's at. But they have qualifiers to make it to the nationals. They have the Eastern qualifier, the Western qualifiers. Once you get in those and you win top two, they take the top two from each qualifier. They have three qualifiers. They take the top two from each qualifier, and then at the end of the year, they have a big final tournament. So they take the top two, so that's six people, and then they take the two from the previous year that made it to the finals.
And so like there's a lot of guys that there's a lot of local talent. Like I'm sure in Houston, you're from Houston. There's here in Dallas as well. There's a lot that can't really afford to go to these qualifiers because you pay your own hotel, you pay your transportation,
Mm-hmm.
and everything else you have to eat. So what were some of the things that you did to raise money?
A GoFundMe
Hmm.
work. I started off doing the GoFundMe and come up with some money. And other than that, my parents, there was a major support system. My
That's
mom, my
awesome.
dad, and we all came up with it. They grind for me with their jobs and stuff like that. And I did what I could. I worked, and we all made it happen. By the grace of God, we all made it happen. It
Yes,
always worked out. We always had enough to for
absolutely.
the week.
So
However long the tournament was, we always yeah.
no, that's really good because there's a lot of kids out there that they, like I said, they do dream of going to the nationals. They do dream on, being part of Team USA, but they don't know how to get there. They don't know the steps they have to do. So fundraisers, GoFundMe, Ask Family. I mean, those are some
Sponsorships.
great
If people want to
resources.
sponsor, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of people that do want to sponsor somebody that can be part of Team USA and,
Right.
be going to the Olympics, possibly. So then I guess you and your wife decided that y'all were going to move on. You were going to do the pro thing.
Hmm.
Did y'all have to think about that a lot, or did you always know that that's what you wanted to do eventually?
Yeah, I always knew. I had a game plan like 5 years ago. I had wrote all my goals down and ideas down on what I wanted to do, and then we just stuck to it, and then yeah, we stayed on track. I knew I was
Wow.
gonna go pro. I knew I was gonna be a real estate agent as well. I knew that I can't stay professional box forever. I had plans. I plan on retiring. I don't want to get all beat up and stuff. I plan to retire about 35 years old, and then after probably before that, but afterwards, I want to have my brain. I want to be able to
Yes.
function, and so yeah, that's why I did the real estate to have as a backup. But I'm just gonna do the real estate during my career.
During, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's fabulous because I know a lot of guys that don't have that plan B. They don't realize that, boxing, it's short lived.
Right.
Even if you have a good 4 or 5 year run, I mean, what are you going to do after that? The money runs out and some make it, some don't.
Mhm.
Did you have somebody in your life like advising you or telling you, hey, you better have a plan B?
Well, my parents wanted me to make that decision. I knew they wanted me to go to school until I figured it out. So I went to college for 2 years and I got my associate's degree. And in my time going to college, my major, I had so many different majors. I kept switching it up. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and so eventually I was like, okay, I'm not a school person. I don't want to be in school no more. So what else can I do? I have to make something happen. I have to be able to provide. And so real estate. One of my boxing friends, his dad is a real estate agent. He told me about the money, how much money
Mm.
he makes, and so I was like, oh yeah, that's what I
Whoa.
want to do. I want to make money. He told me about the freedom he had, and so I was like, oh yeah, I definitely want to do this. And so I got to the books on the real estate, and then got my real estate license like in 6 to 8 months.
Wow, that is fabulous. No, I salute you for that. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
that's really, really good because like I said, a lot of people don't have somebody to say, hey, you really have to have this, plan B.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about your gym. So let's tell everybody where your gym is. Oh, okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So how many national titles do you have?
I have 4 national titles.
Oh, yes, that's
Yeah.
awesome. And he's very, very inspiring. That's really, really good. Let's talk about we have another one, Michael Angeletti. Salute King. Yes,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. Talk about your gym. Is this the gym
So
that you started with from the beginning?
I started at this gym, but they had a guy who owned this gym named Ramon Sosa, and he's not at that gym. Another coach
Hmm.
took it over, and I just continued to stay there. His name is Jeff Shaletti. So I have two coaches, Jeff Shaletti
Okay.
and Rudy Silva. That's my two coaches.
Okay.
I
And
go back and forth because Rudy is my head coach or whatever, and he stays about an hour away. The gym is about an hour away, but me and him about 4 or 5 years ago we connected, and the chemistry was there. Like I had previous coaches, and they'd tell me to do something, and I wouldn't do it. It just the chemistry went. I didn't believe in what they told me, and so with Rudy, I take that hour drive to because I believe in what he tell me, and I do it. And then same thing with Jeff. Whatever he tells me to do, I do it. But Jeff is a little closer, so times I can't make it an hour away to go to Rudy. I'm 5 minutes away from Jeff's gym, and then we all, me, Rudy, and Jeff, we all just on the same page for my
that's
career.
awesome that the two can like be on the same page because a lot of times you find that the coaches can be in competition.
They bump
So
heads all the time.
exactly. So that's really great that you found that they could work together with you for the
Mhm.
betterment of you. So that just shows that they're all about you and they want you to succeed. And I'll tell you what, that is commitment to drive an hour away.
Well,
You know,
sometimes it used to be longer than that, but I move a little closer. So, but yeah.
that's good. I mean, you hear like I'll tell someone where my gym is, or I'll hear that somebody wants to go to another gym. They'll go, "Oh, that's 20 minutes away. That's 30 minutes away." But it's like if you really want something,
Yeah,
you're gonna do whatever it takes.
right. You gotta prioritize your life around that and fix it to where it works if you really want it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You have to be willing to do anything,
right.
to meet your goals. So what are the name of the two gyms so we can
Uh,
shout them out and some kids can know where to go if they're in the Houston area?
Jeff's gym is called Shaletti's Boxing and Fitness, and Rudy's gym is called Elite Boxing Academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And y'all have some really good sparring in Houston.
Oh yeah, yes.
Every
I've
time
been
we
getting some
go.
good sparring in recently. I've been
Yeah.
sparring Shakur
Oh,
Stevenson.
wow.
Yeah, I've been getting
Yes.
some good work with him. Hmm.
That is so good. Yeah, because Kay's down there. He's with a brood of athletes,
Right, Freddie's
champions.
down here. Duke David is
Yes.
down here. Troy was down here. Yeah, the whole damn near the whole team.
Oh my
USA
gosh.
team, everybody's here.
I love it. So right now, Houston is the place to be.
Right now, yes, Houston is the place to be.
So whenever you go pro, what's your name going to be? Your ring name?
I got a lot of different names.
Yeah.
A lot of people call me Iron Mike. I get Superfly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to go with yet.
Yeah.
Maybe I once I get a couple fights in and see what people like and see what kind of vibes I'm getting, and then I go from there. No names yet though. No, I don't have a nickname yet.
So maybe like in a few months your baby's going to be older and he's going to be able to reach for things and you can just like put them in front of him like on a piece of paper, let him pick.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Clarence McLean, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Most definitely. So, who in your life? Your parents seem like they were like really G Funky. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. So, your parents seem like they were very supportive. Very supportive. They were behind you all the way. What difference do you think that makes in somebody's life when they have the parental support?
I think it's very major. Having your parents with you, then you always have somebody by your side. Whether if you mess up, if you lose, if you win, your parents will always be there.
Most definitely.
That's really who all I had. That's just my parents, and they've been there since the beginning. They've been there since day one. They always rooted for me. Whenever I felt like I was falling back or I couldn't do something or it was too hard, they always pushed me. Also, my wife, my number one support right there. She's always there.
She's amazing. She's beautiful inside and out. I can tell.
Them three, majorly, yeah. Influence.
Well, you got it made. Now you got the baby to seal the deal.
I know. His name is Legacy too.
Legacy. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Be speaking into existence right now. Legacy.
Amen. That is so true. And speaking of that, oh, thank you. HCP is down. Christine, I'm down with y'all guys. You already know. Speaking of that, so what about your faith? Let's talk about your faith. Do you meditate? Do you pray? Do you believe there's a higher power? What gets you through whenever you have disappointments in boxing or in life?
I pray all the time. I have that spiritual relationship with God. We have a one-on-one connection, a one-on-one relationship. A lot of dialogue back and forth. I read. I listen to different sermons on YouTube. There's a lot of different people I like to listen to. Tony Evans, one of them. But yes, I'm Christian, and
I love it.
That's my faith.
You are such a role model. I mean, I love everybody. I love all the kids. Back in Colorado, but like I say, you really stood out to me. You had this like vibe, this positive vibe. You were such a gentleman. You were very respectable. So definitely, you're one of my favorites at that time. So, and I just appreciate you being such a great guy. Most definitely. So, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
In the next 3 years. Lord said the same. Hopefully, this COVID stuff ends. If boxing get back to where it needs to be, I see myself fighting for a title in 3 years.
Absolutely, you can do it. Most definitely.
Yeah.
So you see, I have my Terrence Crawford's hoodie on. The fight is tomorrow. What are your predictions?
I got Carol Brook in 2 rounds.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, okay, bye. This interview is over.
Nah,
I like that.
Terrence Crawford I think Terrence Crawford is going to win definitely. I don't know if he'll stop him. He might stop him in the later rounds. I think he'll stop him. I think Carol Brook is the naturally bigger guy. He's a big guy. So Terrence Crawford he will win. But I think if he do end up stopping him, maybe in the later rounds.
And it's so crazy because you look at social media, you see, everything, all the talk that people are saying, and they're like, oh, he's fighting Kell Brook, like that's blah, blah, blah. Like that's not even like competition, this and that. And I'm thinking that is an insult to Kell Brook. Like he was a world champion. He is nice. Tough. He's very nice. I mean, I had him winning against Errol Spence, whom I love, for 9 rounds until it turned around.
Yeah,
they're underestimating him.
And the only other person he lost to was Triple G.
Exactly. So
Triple G is
a beast.
He moved up. I think he moved up to fight Triple G anyway. So
absolutely, absolutely.
That counts, but it don't really count. He took them the weight. He made that weight for Triple G.
Well, it's usually and usually the people that you see talking are people that are just sitting on the couch and saying, "Man, I would have knocked him out," or "Man, he should have done this," or "I would have done that." And it's just like, come on, dude.
It's a lot of fans.
there's levels, and people just don't realize, even Mean Machine, whenever Crawford fought him, like I was there. He was a freaking beast.
Yeah.
Like that was a fight. That was a fight. So yeah, I'm definitely all about Team Crawford. I'm glad he's fighting again. I'm super excited about tomorrow. So are you gonna be watching at your house?
I will be. Yep.
Yeah, me too. I'll be eating popcorn watching that fight.
I'll probably have some tacos.
Ooh, taco. Yeah, you gotta have some tacos. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, any shout outs?
Huh? Say it again.
Any shout outs?
Yeah, I like to shout out my team back home. My parents, my wife, my two gyms, my two coaches. I like to shout you out. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you.
And, I'd like to shout out God.
Absolutely.
Good. God is good. You always gotta give him his glory.
Always.
Yeah.
And so, where can people find you on social media so that they can follow your career and watch your next fight or go to it?
Team_Angeletti on Instagram, and Facebook, just Michael Angeletti.
Awesome.
And if you have any real estate needs, come holler at me. All my people that's
absolutely. So how's it going?
It's going good. I've been an agent for about 5 months now. And I sold the house already. I sold it within the first 2 months.
What?
Yeah.
That is fabulous.
It was pretty quick for me. I think that was pretty
fast. That's very quick.
Yeah, and then I like doing apartments as well. I could find apartments. I get paid for finding apartments too.
I am so proud of you. You're doing great. That is
so good.
I'm
trying to figure it out.
You're figuring it out, and that's how you do. You jump in and you start swimming, right, and just see what happens. So you're doing it. I think that's fabulous. Well, I thank you so much, and thank your beautiful wife for allowing you to have some time to get this interview out, and thank you for showing me your beautiful baby. He is an absolute blessing. He's perfect.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So let me know as soon as you know where and when you're fighting, because I want to go. I don't have to go back to camp until January because I'm going to nationals, so I'm not going to the next camp, so I can make it.
Got you. I got you for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And you have a great weekend.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.